So if a dispatcher is telling you you can't do that, you can tell them to go fly a damn kite, because you can do that. You have the ability to do that. It has been brought to my attention that in watching some of these videos, one of the common responses from people is that, well, they still control you. Well, companies will still control you, and you can still lose your truck because, well, there's no loads available, or whatever the case may be. And that's somewhat true, but if you're on their lease purchase agreement, remember it's a 50-page document. Well, page 5 out of 50, it is actually page 1 of your motor carrier lease agreement, where you're leasing the truck onto Wel Companies for Wel to be the carrier. Paragraph 2, under provision of equipment and services. All right, in there, the language is that you do have the ability to trip lease. Okay, so you can find your own load. If they can't load you, you have the power to find your own load legally under the terms of the agreement. It says contractor may trip lease or subcontract the equipment to a third party upon receiving prior authorization from carrier. So you have to get the okay from Wel Companies. Well, if they can't legally, I don't give a damn what this says, and you can ask your attorney the same thing. The question is, if they can't load you, you tell them, I'm going to find a trip lease, I'm going to find a load on my own, and they want to tell you, no, you can't do that. You can tell them to kick rocks, because it says so right here. They cannot, legally, they cannot unreasonably withhold consent for you to trip lease. So if a dispatcher is telling you you can't do that, you can tell them to go fly a damn kite, because you can do that. You have the ability to do that. And, any judge, any lawyer will tell you that they do not have the right to unreasonably withhold consent. You sign this lease agreement with Thielens Leasing, and you've signed the truck on to Wel Companies to be the motor carrier. If they can't load you, then you have it well within your rights to go find a load on your own and use that equipment. Now, you will have to cover up Wel Companies logo and their MC number, their DOT number, things like that. Any identifying marking that says that it's a Wel Company truck. And with a trip lease, any broker can provide you with, placards that you can tape onto your truck temporarily. Just get you some masking tape so it doesn't leave that sticky residue. Get you some masking tape and tape it on there. But again, on the the motor vehicle lease and agreement for purchase of transportation is what you signing the truck that you have leased from Thielens Truck Leasing. You're signing it on to Wel Companies as the motor carrier, and it's page 1 of that agreement, but page 5 out of 50, and it's paragraph 2, section 2, provision of equipment and services. And right there is where it clearly spells it out. So just keep that in mind. You are not under the full and complete control of anyone, and you do have some alternative solutions. This just goes back to me telling you again and again and again, you really need to read all of these agreements. Read it one page at a time. Make sure you have a full and complete understanding of everything on that page, and then go on to the next one. But just read the agreements, go pay an attorney to sit down and explain it to you, ask questions, whatever. But you do have alternative options if they can't or won't load you like you need to be loaded, like you need to run, then you have options, okay? So, this was something that I neglected to mention earlier, but I just wanted to point it out that you can find your own loads if they can't or won't load you, okay? You guys be safe, and please keep the questions coming. I'll do my best to answer any and all questions that I can. See you down the road. Bye.